Hello everyone and welcome to this video where I'm going to teach you how to do a draft. Unfortunately on this account I already made the draft challenges, so I can't basically repeat to show you, but you can use it for this, you can use it for the draft master, you can use it for a little mini game called pack and play, and you can use it for the simple online draft where you can play against bots or against players in the real world, play it online. Of course your rewards are higher as online, but winning this kind of draft gets you to the Champions League, in which it is the same rewards. So to teach you, let's explain you what is a draft. If you are a beginner to this, in a draft you have 11 players. Of course, choosing the formation, sometimes you don't choose the formation, for example on the challenges. And for now I'm not gonna try to rush, but it is something that you will have to do, especially in Draft Master, so that you are quicker than your opponent. And for example, it can be any formation. Let's, for example, go for 4-1-3-2. Of course, later on you're gonna figure out, okay, based on the players that are available, even though sometimes you know that it's a limited option, you will know that, all right, so my players, the best team that I can use is on this formation. So you can have a little manipulation on that. But all right, so here you have the two best options are Messi or De Bruyne. And I'm going to choose De Bruyne for a simple reason, that he is a special player in the same rating and the Premier League is better. But just to explain, there are 11 players on the pitch, and then you have these subs that are 7 players, a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders or wingers, and 2 strikers or center forwards. And then you have 5 people on reserves. Of course, you can, after having the players, you can change their placement. For example, if you find someone better than De Bruyne for that position, you can trade. For example, if you find Maradona that it's 97, you can put him here and remove De Bruyne from the 11 team. Just as an example. Of course, it probably will not happen. But here's the thing. In every position that you have, they'll give you 5 options. They'll tell you the league that the player participates in, the club, and the nationality. Now, there's a thing that it's called a chemistry. For example, if I put De Bruyne here, okay, I can't yet, but if I choose here Konate, you see that there's a yellow line. A yellow line increases your chemistry. Your goal is to get the highest rating possible, but not just that, the chemistry has to go to 100 so that you can get the highest points possible. How can you get some chemistry? Well, simply by doing this. Now I'm going to choose on purpose someone to get the red line here. So you get all 3 cases of this. So you have the goalkeeper, Pope, and the 2 center backs, Konate and Van Dijk. And you have the left back, Acuna, from Sevilla. But you see now, there are two yellow lines from the goalkeeper into the center backs, which is there is chemistry, but it is not the strongest, while on the center backs it is the strongest. And why? Because they play for the same club. So here lies a good difference. If the player plays for the same team, he has a green line and it is more beneficial for your chemistry. If it plays on the same league or on this or it has the same nationality, and attention that it's or and it's not an and, it will have a yellow line. If the player plays in the same competition, in the same league, and has the same nationality, it will have also, just as the same club, it will have a green line as well. And if I am fortunate, I can find an example of that for you. Just trying to see here if I can find something. Okay, I have here an English player for the exactly from the championship. So you see, it's the same nationality, Rice and Graham, but well, even though it's on the same championship, which I admit there are a lot of flaws to the chemistry system, but I'm just explaining it to you. But they don't play on the same championship, on the same league, so it is a yellow line. If both teams, West Ham and Birmingham, were on the Premier League or on the Championship, it will be a green line, even if it's not the same team. And maybe I can find another example that it's different. I can find, for example, this Grant. Well, I just need to change with Jimenez, but you see now, Grant has a green line and is from West Brom Albion, while Graham is from Birmingham, but both are on the championship and they have the same nationality, that it's English, so you also get a green line. So that's your goal. You have to maximize your chemistry. The more especially green lines that you get, the higher probability of getting the chemistry closer to 100. And even then, check the number underneath the player's name. You have to get all of them to 10. But this is what you have to be careful of. So, to give you a little bit of advice, normally it is better to build, first of all, the icons, of course. If you get a Maradona, Pelé, Ronaldo, not only the rating is super higher, but they normally connect with everybody, at least on a yellow line. If they connect to another icon, they are green. And to another player, it's yellow, unless it's the same nationality. So it will work as playing on the same league. But your goal is exactly that. Trying to find players from the same league, or building your chemistry, and also building your rating. And you'll learn to do this process fast. You have 5 players, and the best tech that I can tell you is to try to look for the best on the Premier League. Now let's do another one after this tutorial. So we will start by doing a tactic. Also see your tactic. Try to not put, like I did, De Bruyne as offensive midfielder, and there are no offensive midfielders on the tactic. I know it's not gonna be that much of a problem when you are going through Draft Master or something like that, but for the online draft, you'll have better chances by putting the players on their positions. It's not as bad when it's a wing to midfield or midfield to winger, but sometimes it is bad when you put a left back or right back as a center back. So be careful of that. You'll get only 6 points no matter the chemistry between the colleagues. So let's choose a 4-3-3 formation here. And alright, not that much luck with the players, but let's try to get a great lineup here. We'll choose the highest one if there is no Premier League guy. So here he goes, Torres from Villarreal. Now the goalkeeper, remember, there's a Premier League one, and it's Alisson, high rating. Of course, we could get the 92, but let's go with Alisson. Now here, another Premier League. You have two choices, Gomez or Rudiger. And here, try to look at who you could use as left back and right back. Normally it's Alexander-Arnold, that is English, so you'll go with Gomez, right back. Look, right here, Alexander-Arnold. You can already change Gomez to the right center back, and you see a green line between him and Alexander-Arnold on the same team. And now, as a left back, well, Tierney really sucks. So, on this situation, go with the highest rating. That will be Mendy. Now, let's go into the central midfields. Here, of course, the best is Kanté. Then the central midfield, once again, no Premier League, so let's go with the best one. That it's gonna be Wijnaldum or Renato Sanches. And the one on the right, a lot of choices. Yeah, we have an offensive midfield. It's not as bad either when it's an offensive midfield or defensive midfield going for center midfield. It's bad when it's offensive midfield playing in the defensive midfield, and of course vice versa. So let's choose the best one, that it's De Bruyne. Now right wing. On the right wing we have no Premier League, so let's go for the highest one, Di Maria. And you'll see why it matters that I'm doing the highest rating when there are no Premier League guys. The striker will be Mbappe, because it's the highest rating. And as a left wing, of course, Sterling. By the way, it's a new SBC. I recommend this SBC. It's awesome for your Premier League tournament and even for non-icon. Now, this goalkeeper, the only Premier League goalkeeper is 75. You also have a 89, so you can choose between Courtois or Neuer. I'm going to choose Courtois. Then remember now, you need a center back and a left back. We have here Shaw. Sule is a great choice, but we actually need a left back, so it's going to be Cole. And now remember, you can change the position, so Cole becomes your left back. As for the second one, look, you got Silva, but you have Cannavaro. So, wow, perfect choice the perfect one to show you the connection on the icon players. So you see Cannavaro has at least the yellow to anyone, even Wijnaldum or Gomez. He has yellow connection. And with Cole and Cannavaro, they have a green line. So it is awesome to get the icon guys. And now let's go into the midfield. See that the chemistry is already 97, by the way. You can choose Foden, even though you already have Sterling for that position. Partey, it's only 83, Pulisic too. So let's go with Neres from Ajax. Then, damn, you see Cole or Barnes. Let's go with Cole because he's right wing. And then you have two strikers. And unlucky to not get a great Premier League. Of course, we have a lot of them on that choice. Let's go with Laporte. And then, no luck again, Icardi. And let's go for the reserves. Let's see if I can get a central midfield and a center forward. That's what we need. We don't get, so let's go for the highest rating, Acuna. And look now what I can do. Let's look at the substitutes. See who's the worst. Look, Mendy, 83. So let's pass Acuna there. Next one. Look, you have here a central midfield that it's Ward-Prowse, same rating as Wijnaldum, and now you get 100 chemistry, and now you can even put Wijnaldum. I know it's a little bit, well, probably I'll get better players next, but just to show you, it's already better rating. And the thing is, it does count. Now, here, difficult choice. Okay, Mane is not really worth 89. Henderson will be worth, and Robertson too. Let's go for Robertson for a reason. That is, he is 89. It's 4 of difference, and you see now the rating is 89, and you can change Cole into the substitutes. Next one. You have Varane. It's practically the same as our weakest center back, so not really worth. It's better to go for Verratti because he is 89, and we can change into Wijnaldum. And then the last one, well, there is Roberto Carlos. Oh my god. Yeah, let's go for him. So a little bit of unluck, of course. You can already do something that it's okay. Do kind of my notes, and then instead of choosing, just note the player with highest rating and the player that would connect more. Unfortunately, on the Mbappe side, I didn't get the 89. I will just get an 89 forward if I went for a Premier League, but I got chemistry to 100. Of course, okay, for this kind of draft is bad because you're gonna play online, and you'll see a lot of red lines right there. But if you want to do a challenge, draft challenge, or draft master, you have the chemistry 100. So from then on, it doesn't really matter. So you'll have to evaluate which situation you find yourself in. So this 89 will go into Torres. No, Cole. So yeah, now try to see if you can fix any position. For example, De Bruyne can go to the left, so you get more green lines. And of course, Ward-Prowse on the right. So you also get a connection between Kante and Mbappe. So it doesn't look that bad right now. Just the connection between the striker and the two wings is not great. But all on the rest, it it looks really great. And as you see, the problem with this, Mbappe is 7, De Bruyne is 9, but still is 92. So now you just choose a coach, try to choose a Premier League coach, of course, and then you finish. You see, now the score is the number of rating plus the number of chemistry. If you fuck up on the chemistry, even if you get some high rating, for example a 90 or a 91, but your chemistry is like 90 or 80, your score is going to be a lot lower, and a team with lower rating will be able to beat you super easily. So yeah, let's go for another one now, quicker. All right, let's go for a new draft now. Let's choose a 4-2-4, and of course our captain is gonna be Salah. Now let's see a right back for him. Wan-Bissaka, just to be secure. Now Laporte. Here let's go for Sergio Ramos. And on the left side it really sucks, so let's go for Acuna. Here the goalkeeper, no Premier Leagues, so Ter Stegen. Here Savic. Here you get Gundogan, also another SBC that is really great. And here Son. Now the strikers, Ronaldo, and well, let's try Banza. Let's see if we can get a better one. Goalkeepers all suck, so well, let's go for this. Then let's see, Van Dijk, and then Cancelo. So our back four is super connected. Now let's go for Arnold. And now we have here De Bruyne. We could choose Messi, but you know what I mean? Then the connections will be all wrong in terms of chemistry. So Martinez, and now, oh my God, look at this, Ronaldo. And now we just need a goalkeeper to get the chemistry to 100. Now I was trying to see if I could do something more about this, but no. So let's proceed. Well, we can go for Bruno Fernandes. Doesn't really matter. Then Mendy. Then the highest rating, Hummels. Well, let's go for Alberto. So now you have a 90 player, so look at the rating, that it's already 90. Now Chiellini, and it's going to be 99. And how am I going to save this? Of course, by the coach. Guardiola is going to increase the rest of my chemistry. Now I have a 90 rating team. And I can still move some players right here. Look, Lafont and also Bruno Fernandes into the 84. Let's see if Chiellini is tied with Martinez. So it'll be the same. Okay. So thank you very much for watching. Look now, a 90 rating team with 100 chemistry. We didn't get luck on the goalkeeper in terms of getting a Premier League one, but look how awesome this team is. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing, and let me know in the comments if it helped you with the drafts. So take care, everyone.